Hello, good morning.
こんにちは。おはようございます。サントメネルのクミとジェフリーです。
We're Jeffrey and Kumi at Sant-o-menel, and we just finished our morning walk. It was a very nice walk.
今私たちは朝のウォーキングとウォーキングの後のヨガ、ストレッチが終わったところです。
And our morning yoga after the walk to stretch out. And yeah, it was a very nice walk this morning. The sun was up and quite mild and cool, and yeah, it was very nice.
今日はあんまりこう太陽がこうカンカンに照ってない感じでちょっとこうなんかな優しい感じの太陽ではい、いいウォーキングでした。
And it's autumn now, and so there's lots of pampas grass, the kind of big fluffy grass. Lots of that lining the road down where we walk, and so walking back with the sun in our face a little bit. The pleasant thing was it was shining through those pampas grass seed heads, and it was really beautiful. So really sparkling and shining. It's a nice way to start the morning.
今ちょうどススキがこうふさふさしてる時期で、ちょうどウォーキングするその道沿いにススキがいっぱいこうふさふさしてるんですけど、朝のそのこう日の出の光を浴びて、もうすごいそのふさふさがキラキラして、結構お気に入りのシーズンですね。あとちょうど今もう稲刈りしちゃってるところもありますけど、まだ刈ってない田んぼとかが稲穂がこう垂れて、それもこうキラキラしていい感じです。
So a nice walk through the rice fields this morning. Anyways, we're not here just to talk about the beauty of nature, though that's always nice. We're here to give you a little full moon report of the kind of moon cycle lifestyle that we're following this month. So for us this morning at 6 o'clock this morning was the peak of the full moon. So last night was a really beautiful full moon shining in through the lights above, which I'll show you. That's our skylight. And the moon was shining bright through there into the bedroom and the whole house.
ちょうど今朝6時が満月、もう本当フルな満月だったんですけど、うちは今さっきちょっと見せたみたいに天井の半分がガラスになっていて、でもうそこから満月の光がもうさんさんと家の中をこう照らすという。でも寝てる時もこう満月の光浴びながら寝てるみたいな感じですね。
Yeah, the house was filled with a bright silver light. It was really gorgeous. Sleeping was a little more difficult, but it was so gorgeous. So, yeah. And that full moon light was really great to kind of illuminate our life, actually, and things about our life that we want to change or things like that. It was a great little kind of meditation time. I find that the full moon time always has that effect on me. Shows me things about my life that I need to maybe think about or change or something like that. So it's a really kind of psychological, like kind of good meditation time.
そう、こう満月のその光っていうのが、私たちをこう照らしてくれるんですけど、多分それが心の中までそのこうマインドの方までこう照らされて、でちょっと自分の中でこう隠してたとか、眠っていたようなその自分のこう変えたい部分だったりとか課題的なものだったりとか、そういうのがこう浮かび上がってくる、そういう時期だとそのジェフリーは言っていて。 Can I talk about my feeling?
Sure.
そう、私が今回実際に 確かにそういう感じがして、自分の中のそのこう見つめたい部分とかっていうのをこう再認識したような感じですね。でまたこの、満月を機会に、それをなんか新しいチャレンジとしてちょっとこう自分を変えていくというか、新しいことをこう始めてみる、新しいそのあり方、をちょっと試してみようかなと思ったところですね。はい。
Do you want to mention that a little bit in your English?
Oh, okay. So that this full moon like made me really kind of realize that I wasn't really hiding, but like seeing like because this opportunity of the full moon, like seeing that I wanna change that part. I didn't feel before, but maybe it's nice to try to change and then try new kind of way of my like style, like life. So yeah, it was really nice to kind of use this full moon effect.
Great. Yeah, so if you're watching and you're feeling during this full moon time these kinds of things inside coming up, it's a great time to deal with that and look at those things, and you'll have better life going forward from there. I find that's always true about the new moon. I mean the full moon. And then the new moon is a great time to start new projects. So if you deal with some of the things that are holding you back now, your new moon time will be even more productive. So yeah, let those things come up for you.
So it's kind of getting ready for the new moon time?
Yeah. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to mention really quick is, since we just took a walk, is our exercise is following the moon cycle. And the first two phases of the moon up till from the new moon to the full moon have been about muscle building and then kind of using that muscle. And so this last week was about using the muscle that we built in the first weekend. So this week I was doing like kind of short sprints, which is not a cardiovascular kind of exercise, but more kind of leg muscle building. And so I was doing those. And I was also doing my fencing, kind of fencing lunges and thrusts and stuff, which works my shoulders and my legs and my butt and everything like that. So I really felt it this week. So my legs, my thighs, and we're definitely feeling that action. It felt really good, but I was like, wow, yeah. And so I'm looking forward to having more strength there and things getting easier like that in the future. Kumi?
そう、今ジェフリーが言ってたのが、ですね、私たちが、お月様の満ち欠けに沿った今ちょっとその運動だとかライフスタイルだとかそのチャレンジしていて、で、昨日までが、新月から満月までの動きだったんですよね。で、新月から満月の間は、栄養をいっぱいとって、でその栄養を筋肉に変えるっていうような動きで、割とその筋トレだとか、あとこの間の、上限の月から満月までの間はその筋トレからちょっと短距離走みたいな、そういうのにちょっと運動をシフトしたりしていて、満月に備えてですね。で、ジェフリーは短距離走と、フェンシングをその運動に取り入れたんですけど、そのフェンシング結構太もものあたりをこう実は使うんですよ、腕だけじゃなくて。でその、短距離走もやってたし、もものあたりが結構筋肉痛のようなのを感じたと言ってました。 で、私は、同じくその短距離走みたいなのを取り入れて、で、あとその上限の月から満月の間ですね。で、筋トレもちょっとそのセット数減らしながら継続はしていて、で、あと縄跳びをしてました。結構縄跳び難しかった。結構すぐ疲れちゃうんですよね、縄跳びね。意外と、子供の時いっぱい飛んでたけど、不思議と。はい。
So Kumi's been doing jump rope, and she's been doing the sprinting with me, but then also jump rope instead of fencing. And yeah, she used to be a great jump roper when she was in elementary school, and now it's a little difficult, I guess. Yeah, jump rope is hardcore for adults. Yeah. But I saw you were doing good. You didn't trip, or you did really well.
Thank you. I could do more when I was little.
Yeah. Well, I could do sit-ups for days when I was a child, and now it's more difficult. So maybe we were smaller then? I don't know. Anyways, so it's been a great exercise time the past 2 weeks, and I feel really good about it, and feel stronger and better and faster. But from the full moon, so the full moon is a great time to take a short break, like the full moon day and maybe the day before. So yesterday and today, we took a little break, recuperate, and do a little mental maintenance instead. And then from tomorrow, is going into moving from the full moon to the new moon. And that's a great time for detoxing and stuff like that. So we're shifting our diet and our exercise to support that more. And one thing that means is not muscle training, because you don't want to be detoxing and muscle training at the same time. Those work at cross purposes. So we'll shift to cardiovascular exercise and long distance running to, increase circulation and stuff like that. So that will, first of all, increase our detoxing ability with better circulation. And also, it'll work our cardiovascular system a little more. So that's always a good thing. Kumi?
でこれからの動きっていうところで今ちょっとジェフリーが話してたのがその新月に向かってで新月っていうと浄化、放出放出なんだっけWhat did you say? 浄化放出
Cardiovascular? What?
違う
detoxing.
解毒はい
解毒
この3つがキーワード浄化放出解毒で
That's detoxing.
でその新月が一番この3つのキーワードがマックスになる時なのでそれに向けて今日から準備していくっていうところで、まだこの満月の次の日からになるんですけど満月の次の日から今度下限の月そこまでの間に徐々にちょっとデトックススタイルにその食事だとかあとエクササイズとか変えていくっていうなのであんまりタンパク質を、その前みたいにはあんまり取らなくってデトックスしていく食事を取っていくので炭水化物とかをもうちょっと増やしたりする、あと野菜果物とかですよね、で、なので筋トレはしないその筋トレしちゃっても筋肉になる栄養素をあまり取らないのでできたら筋肉使っちゃうみたいな良くないので、もっと有酸素運動 をしていきます。でも、下限の月までの間はまだちょっと緩やかな感じ、徐々にその有酸素運動も、負荷上げていくみたいな感じですね。
And so our diet will also shift a little bit from a focus on protein for muscle building over to more carbohydrates and fruits to support cardiovascular exercise. So when you're doing a lot of running, you need more carbohydrates because your body just needs more like fuel, like pure fuel. When you're muscle building, you want protein to build stuff. But when you're doing hard running, like long distance kind of running for cardiovascular, then you're not building as much as burning. So you want just fuel, and carbohydrates is more appropriate for that. So we'll be shifting to there.
I forgot to talk about the like a skincare stuff.
Yeah, we'll do that after. Little after, yeah. Sorry. Next. So from tomorrow we'll be doing running, kind of long, not a marathon, but we'll probably start with like 2-kilometer run, not sprinting, but like cross-country kind of running. We'll probably start with about 2 kilometers because that's our usual walking track, and we haven't been running for a long time. So we'll start with that and see how we go. But probably we won't do more than 5 kilometers at a time, I'm pretty sure, because we're not. Another thing is we're not doing hardcore stuff. We're not marathon training here. We're just trying to do a sustainable daily kind of lifestyle. So yeah, short runs. And that brings me to one of the really not interesting points that we both really enjoy about trying this moon cycle thing. And that is that it's a cycle. So every week, because the moon has 4 basic phases, which is about 1 week each, every week we're doing something a little bit different. So we did muscle training, which was lots of push-ups and sit-ups and stuff, which is great. But to be honest, I don't feel like I want to do that like constantly for the rest of my life, every day, you know? Because it just gets a little boring and starts to feel like a task instead of like an inspiration. And the other thing is, anything that you change into a habit, so habits are good because habits are sustainable, but anything that you change into a habit, your mind does that in order to stop thinking about it, so that you do it automatically and you stop thinking about it. But that kind of starts losing your intention behind it. And it's easy to just live a lifestyle of habit instead of a lifestyle of intention. But following this moon cycle, so we did muscle building in the first week, and it's good to keep muscle building throughout your life. Yeah? And we know we're going to do it again because we're going to do it next month in the first week of the moon cycle. But we don't have to do it like every day this month. So we have 1 week of doing that, and then we change to something else, and then we change to something else, which now will be running, long distance running, which I also really love. But maybe I don't want to do that every day because that's also boring and becomes a habitual task. So we'll do that next week. And then we know that we'll change it up for the next week. But we're still going to have a healthy lifestyle because we're going to be doing these things sustainably in the long term, just not all the time. So it's a very nice feeling, this kind of cycle idea. Because it's always a little new, but we know we're going to do it again. So it's very sustainable. You want to talk about that, Kumi?
Sure, you talked a lot.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Well, it won't be really a translation because I cannot really remember what you were saying.
Oh, that's fine.
But I'll tell.
Yeah, just tell your story.
Yeah. そう今ジェフリーが話してたような同じような内容をちょっと私も日本語で話そうと思います。ですね、この月の満ち欠けに沿ってちょっと運動とかあと、食事とかシフトしていくみたいな変えていくっていうこのスタイルを半分くらいこう終わってみて でやっぱりちょっと私の中でも感じたのが、秋っぽいところもあるんですけど、私自身がその同じことをずっとやると思うと、もうなんかそれがこう義務みたいになっちゃって、で、習慣化していくとそのなんか楽しみみたいなものもあまり感じられなくなってきちゃう性格なんですよね。でなのでこの月の満ち欠けに沿ったそのライフスタイルっていうのは割となんか自分の中で変化があって、その、計画みたいなのにこう沿っていくっていうのも楽しい、飽きないし、そのやっていることの、目的、その例えばじゃあ今週は筋トレをしますとか、あと食べるものはなのでこれを食べますとかっていったそういったその目的意図っていうのがやる食事をとるたびにとか、その筋トレをしている時にとか、その意図がすごいこう明確っていうか、ちゃんと意識しながらそれをこう経験している、それをやっているっていうので効果も多分上がっていると思うんですよね。その習慣的に何も考えずにやってるよりは楽しめるし、それが意識してるから、筋肉にもその分作用してると思うし、なのでそういったところでもこの月の満ち欠けに沿ってこうやることが変わっていくっていうのは面白いなって感じてます。
And so, finally, one thing about the full moon time, another thing about the full moon time is it's the time where you're absorbing the most water and nutrients and stuff. And so people tend to bloat a little bit with water. But it's also a really nice time for skincare because your skin is absorbing lots of stuff, moisture, which is what you want for a beautiful, youthful skin. So it's a great time for ramping up your skincare.
そうこの間前回のビデオの時も私ちょっと言おうと思って忘れちゃってたんですけど、その満月の時っていうのが一番、吸収する時期なんですよね。だからこう水分とかむくんだりとかもするんですけど、吸収しやすい時期なのでお肌にとってはこう栄養を与えてあげるとそれがすごい効果的な時期でもあって、だから、フェイシャルとかそのマスクとかマッサージとか、そういうのでスキンケアとかもその、ボディのねこう表面の、部分もケアするといい時期ですね。
Yeah.
そうなので、ちょっと私たちがこのムーンサイクル、月の満ち欠けに沿ってやってるこのライフスタイルっていうのがもともと健康のためだけじゃなくて、そのいつまでも若々しくありたいとかエネルギッシュにありたいとかなので、その食事、あと運動、あとスキンケアとか、そういうもっとこう全体的なところを意識しながら、このムーンサイクルやってます。
Yes, and we mentioned this because this moon cycle lifestyle isn't just about health and fitness and diet. It's more holistic. It's about everything. It's about, of course, health and diet and fitness, but also beauty and confidence and energy, having more energy for a productive life, and sleep, and also just mental health, like, reviewing your life a little bit in the full moon time. So it's really holistic because all of those things are important for a healthy, happy life, which is the goal. Yeah. If we're fit and we're not happy and feeling confident and beautiful, then we haven't really accomplished what we really want, which is, a happy life, and a rich life, rich in experience and happiness and, like that, a joyful life. So that's why we mention all these various things. And that's why we're sharing it with you, because we also hope you will also have a happy life that is rich and fulfilled. So we're going to sign off now and have our oatmeal breakfast. But yeah, it was nice sharing this with you, and it's been a great cycle up to the full moon, and with lots of beauty and feeling good. Anything else? Good? Yeah. And so from tomorrow, we start running and doing skincare and yeah.
We'll take care of ourselves.
Yes. And eat a few more carbohydrates, which might mean a little more pasta. Maybe? I don't know.
Sure.
Whatever. But we're going to enjoy. We had pancakes yesterday as our little very nice, yummy pancakes. Big pancake breakfast as our recovery and gentle holiday time. Oh.
What's that?
I don't know. I think that's a little notification that I need to do something else, but that was a nice music for a goodbye. So we'll sign off now with that. And thank you, everyone. And we'll talk to you probably next week with more updates about this stuff. Goodbye.